One element that's potentially uncomfortable in the coverage of the death of the Queen is the extent to which other stories get pushed by the wayside. And this was a particularly uncomfortable moment on the BBC.
Damien Grammaticus is standing by at Buckingham Palace. Damien, the news a little bit earlier on today that the doctors in Scotland were concerned about the Queen's health coming as Liz Truss was making a rather important statement concerning the future of energy bills. That, of course, insignificant now, given the gravity of the situation we seem to be experiencing with Her Majesty.
Well, certainly overshadowed, Clive, yes.
Like the correspondent there had to correct Clive Myrie, the host. He said, I think you might mean overshadowed instead of the bills crisis. People, millions of people struggling to heat their homes this winter. However seriously we should take the grief that people might feel about the Queen, that does not make the struggle that people face over bills this winter insignificant. And I imagine, Ash, that that there's obviously going to be a part of the establishment that wants to use this as an opportunity to distract from other issues which are affecting millions of people. They probably don't want to do it in such a crass way as Clive Myrie did there, though, do they?
Well, I think that Clive Myrie's comments were just downright offensive because, of course, lots of people will be very sad that the Queen died, but she was a woman who lived in immense wealth, in immense comfort up until the ripe old age of 96. And when we're looking at this energy crisis, what's going to happen? Well, there are going to be huge numbers of households having to choose between heating and eating. And that's going to mean, unfortunately, that people will die. And we've seen excess deaths in winter spike, particularly during the period of austerity, where you had the really brutal impact of cuts to people's benefits. And even with prices capped at £2,500 a year, which is, of course, the announcement that was made today, that is still about twice as much as what people were paying at the beginning of this year. So that's a hugely steep increase in a very short amount of time, and people simply won't be able to pay it. That is going to mean fuel poverty for hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of households. And to say that that is insignificant in comparison to the death of one woman, of course, constitutionally a very important woman, but one woman nonetheless, is offensive.